He was trying to on like the first
relationship.
I'm horny, I wanted to fuck, and your dick was whack. Dude was small as fuck, so I didn't really feel shit. I did have a situationship.
What do you mean by small? You didn't.
His dick was small.
Oh.
Trying to like feel on me, or like if I gave him a hug, like reach from my ass or something like that. Like just trying to like kiss too early. It's just like, wait, like maybe I'll kiss you
at the
goodbye at the end. But
are you a good kisser?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you see these lips? I got cute lips.
So you were a side chick?
No, because I was single. So I mean.
But you say he had a girlfriend.
I didn't know that at the time.
So to him, you were a side chick.
I guess, but I found that out. It's about the chemistry too. Like if you can't talk me through it, or be sensual or sexual, or like passionate or something like that, or you know, be different. Like pick me up or something.
So will you say you like a little rough too?
Yeah.
Little or rough? Or can you get there?
I feel like I could get there, but like it depends what mood I'm in. Sometimes I would want like passionate, romantic, or like rough. You feel me?
Will you call yourself a freak?
Yeah. I look for peace in a man too, and if I gotta worry about who, what, where, and why, or you can't be upfront with me if I ask you a question, that's a red flag for me. A man and a kid will hold a woman back. And I believe that to a certain extent. Right now, I don't want kids, or I don't want to get married. It's going to take a special... I did want that, but it got tainted. And it's going to take a special man to change that.
And this is the Quickie Sidebar Talk.
Like the dating pool, it's trash right now. But I'll take accountability. It is women, too. It's not just the men. I just feel like people, they be dating for the wrong reasons. Not a lot of people are genuine right now. So, I'm to myself right now.
You're into yourself right now?
To myself. What? I'm working on me and doing me. And I mean, I'm not opposed to dating, but as for a relationship right now, I'm all set.
So, you going on dates, so those dates are not intentional. You're just going to have fun?
Yeah. Kind of like...
You're wasting those guys just time, huh? And money.
No.
Are you paying for them dates?
No, they don't.
So you're wasting their money in time.
No, I'm not. Okay, but I think you would agree. It's for the experience. Even though, like, I don't be going on dates, like, frequently. It's like once a blue moon, to be honest. But I just go to feel people out and also compare and contrast. Like, what other mindsets are out there? That's what the dates are for. To gain something.
What's the end goal of a date?
I think the end goal for a date in general is to potentially get to the relationship stage.
Yeah.
But there's so many aspects that come into it. Like, people just be dating that could be their end goal, or they could be dating, like I said, for an experience to see what kind of other mindsets and people are out there. But long term, I would say relationship. Speaking
on dates, when was your last date?
A month ago.
Ooh, how was it?
It wasn't a 10 out of 10, but it was a solid 5.5 out of 10.
Okay, what made it 5.5 out of 10?
Because he was trying to on like the first date, and I'm
whoa. Slow down. Kids are listening.
And I'm just not with that. Like, I only gave him a 5 because, you know, we had some good drinks and it was a good time and scenery. And there was good conversation. Like, I gained some perspectives from the male point of view, and it was good conversation. But it was a 5.5 because your end goal was just to get something from me. It wasn't to get to know me further. It was just, you know, to
Yeah, there's always two type of attention: relationship attention and sexual attention. So, so you didn't want to give him nothing?
Not on the first
Do you like the guy?
Yeah, I think he was very wholesome, very educated, and not
hood like you used to date before.
I'm not into hood man. You gotta have a goals, baby.
Have you tried one before?
A hood man? No, not like.
No bad boys in the past?
No.
Okay, you're a good girl then. Okay, what made you think he was trying to do that though?
Just the action, like
what? Can you elaborate?
Trying to like feel on me, or like if I gave him a hug, like reach from my ass or something like that. Like just trying to like kiss too early. It's just like, wait, like maybe I'll kiss you
at the
goodbye at the end, but why you gotta try and force it? You know what I mean? Then I get turned off and I don't want to give you shit.
Are you a good kisser?
Yeah.
Okay.
You see these lips? I got cute lips.
Let me zoom in. So it was trying too much, huh? So y'all talked after the first date?
No.
Y'all planning on going on the second date?
No, I cut him off.
Oh shoot, you cut him off
because he was
of that.
very like he ended up being hostile too. I'm just like, I can't. And he got offended because I call him friend on the first fucking date.
Well, he probably tell you guys were a thing already.
Not
He didn't
under
say-
24 hours. Like,
He didn't ask you to be his girlfriend.
no. Like, what do you think we are if I just met you?
Let's say if he proposed to you,
On the first
big wedding on the first date.
That'll be a hard no.
Damn.
Because that's giving red flags. If you're too nice in the beginning, that's called love bombing. Like, you're not finna love bomb me. That means you got some toxic shit going on. And you're not even a pink flag. You're a red flag.
Guys, she has experience. She been there, done that, so you gotta come solid. Have you been love bombed before?
I would say yeah, definitely.
How did that end up?
It ended up me being me now and being happy, but it ended up like being cut off because
So yeah became a thing.
yeah,
Okay, I mean,
for like a year.
wow, that's
Yeah.
is that your longest relationship?
Yeah.
Oh sure. So you have no experience being in a relationship.
Well, a year can feel like 6 years. Feel me?
How?
Because like if they love bombing you and they make you feel like they're one way but they're another, and then they get you hooked on portraying themselves as a good person, and then to find out 6 months later that this is not who they are, that's like a mind like you're fucking with my mind now.
Yeah.
And I just feel like love right now it's not it. Everybody got an agenda, or everybody just, they're portraying their insecurities, or they're not healed, or they're not doing the work. They just want to be outside, and it's like, it's not fair to the other person for you to just be and you're not working on yourself.
So you pretty much saying the dating game right now is messed up because everybody trying to be outside. That means they want to see other people.
Yes, but also it sucks right now because what the pool is, or what I see around me, or what I've experienced, is people just not working on them. Like, I've been in a situation where a guy come across as possessive. Like, I don't like that shit, because if you're gonna be with me, you're a bonus to my life. You know what I mean? Like, you're not my dad, so you're not gonna control me. You're not gonna tell me what to wear. You're not gonna tell me I can't go out with my friends. And that's, to add on to that, I feel like a lot of women, they forget that when they get into a relationship, they stop hanging out with their friends. Do men stop hanging out with their friends? No.
But that's not a man's fault though.
Is what?
It's not a man's fault.
You're right. It's the woman's fault because they get too attached.
Because that's a woman nature.
Yeah, I agree. It is the woman's nature. But it sucks because men still keep doing what they've been doing before you, and they'll still do it after you. But women, they operate differently, and it's sad because, like, I've learned that I'm not finna stop hanging out with my friends because I'm with you now. I gotta fit you in my schedule. I'll compromise with you with certain shit, but I'm not gonna stop doing me. Respectfully.
Okay. So is that the longest relationship you've been in?
Yeah.
1 year only?
Yeah.
Sheesh. Are you 26?
Yeah.
So you basically don't was it like a long distance?
No.
Okay.
No.
To be honest with you, at 26.
Well, I don't count like high school shit. Like high school.
No, those
Yeah,
they don't count. They don't count.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 1 year experience. Yeah, live together?
No, but I was always there. So technically, yeah, but
I
no.
see. Have you had sneaking links, situationships?
Yeah, I had one. And
Which one?
I would say not during the relationship, but like after I was dating around. This was like 2 years ago or something. And dude was small as f***, so I didn't really feel shit. I did have a situationship.
What do you mean by small? You didn't.
His dick was small.
Oh! You going there? My bad. I was thinking about the height.
Like I was trying to,
So the thing was small.
Yeah.
From what you used to. Because small is basically what you used to, though.
Yeah, you could say that from what I'm used to and what I prefer. It was small and I didn't really gain anything from it.
What race was the guy, though?
He was half black and half what I am.
Oh, brother, come on, don't lay us down, brother. Why did you even do that for?
But here's the thing, though. I found out dude was was basically cheating. Like,
with that small.
he had a girlfriend, or he was like fucking around with some bitch, and try to have me on the side. And I cut him off, like,
So you were a side chick?
No, because I was single. So I mean,
but you say he had a girlfriend.
I didn't know that at the time.
So to him, you were a side chick,
I guess, but I found that out like after I cut him off. I'm like, dude is whack, anyways.
Wait. You skipped a little fast though. So how long you had been together? No, that was a sneak link, right?
That was
situationship.
I wouldn't even call that a thing. It was just a relationship. I'm horny. I wanted to fuck, and your dick was whack.
So how long did that for?
I would say for a couple months, not even like a
Oh,
year.
so that was a sneak link. All right, his penis was small, right?
Yeah, I wasn't doing it for me.
But you still give it a chance.
Yeah. And you know what's funny?
Oh.
The first time it was whack. So I did it a second time. I'm like, okay, maybe let me just give it a second. It was the same shit. I'm like, okay. Like,
so you thought the size would get bigger on the second one?
I thought it would be better.
Better
the second time.
But
I don't know.
Ballpark. How big was it? How long was it? How big or long?
I don't know, but it was.
You've seen it, right?
Yeah.
Can you give us like a measurement using your hands?
I don't know. Like, it just wasn't. It was short and stubby. It wasn't like.
Ooh, okay. Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
So it wasn't giving it.
It wasn't given. It was a 0 out of 10, not a 10 out of 10.
So how about the foreplay? Was the foreplay good at least?
Yeah, because how can you mess that up? You know what I mean? I mean, people can, but I haven't had an experience where people can mess that up.
Oh, so you've been having some good experience. Wow.
Not recently though, but yeah.
You blessed. That's good. So you know how to pick them, huh? Damn. So all right, let me unpack this real quick. When a girl say wasn't giving it, what do you emphasize?
What emphasizes that?
What do you mean? It's not, the D was not giving it. It was like the connection wasn't there, or what is it?
I think it's a situation where like it's not big enough. So it's not
wasn't hitting the right spot.
It's not hitting the right spot. And then it's about the chemistry too. Like if you can't talk me through it or be sensual or sexual, okay, or like passionate or something like that, or you know, be different, like pick me up or something.
Oh, you going there? Lord, help me.
No, but like if it's just boring, I feel like it's whack. Like,
so will you say you like a little raft too?
Yeah.
Little or raft? Or can you get there?
I feel like I could get there, but like it depends what mood I'm in. Sometimes I would want like passionate, romantic, or like rough. You feel me?
Will you call yourself a freak?
Yeah.
Oh, she didn't even think twice about. Oh lordy.
Innocent, but like for the right person.
Innocent for the
Definitely.
right. It's always for the right person. Though. It's always. I mean, that's what men we do. We give it to the right person. You know?
Yeah.
How did you find out that he was talking to somebody else?
A mutual friend. Yeah, dude was in Seaport, and I have a friend that lives in the area, and I guess it's like a small world type of shit. And I was just randomly telling my friend who's a guy about like, oh, I'm talking to this person, whatever. And as I'm describing the guy I'm talking to, my friend was like, yo, I know who you're talking about. And then he was like, you know, he had a girl, right? I'm like, no. And I didn't believe him at first, but I'm like, why would my friend lie to me? And I was like, I'm not your second pick. Gotta go somewhere with that, like so yeah, I ended it because it was whack. And then to come to find out that you already got somebody, it's like, why? And to add on to that, I just feel like women be staying with these cheating ass and it's like, for what? Like, you, especially if you know he's cheating, or like if you know that he's for everybody, it's kind of like, why do you put up with? I mean, there's like an example like Kirk and Rashida, right? From Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
But
that's a real woman.
Y'all be blind as for Boston people. Like, it's crazy to me. Cause
I think Kirk and Rashida understood or understands that she's the main chick. She's always gonna be the main chick. All these girls are just side chicks. So there's no point of me leaving this guy, and probably maybe 99% of the time the next guy gonna do the same or even worse.
But to have a baby on her, that would be.
I know.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And some of these chicks regular chicks be staying too. I'm not judging nobody, because at the end of the day, we're all women, and men. We all have feelings, and when you build something with somebody, a foundation, that's what keeps you staying. I feel like I never been through something like that, but I feel like I'll be the first one to get out, because I'm not about to be repeating toxic cycles.
Your 1-year relationship, you left because of the cheating?
No, I never got cheated on. Not that I know of.
Okay.
But I left because of just toxicness. Like, if I'm trying to... So what do men want from women? Peace, right? Women, I look for peace in a man too. And if I gotta worry about who, what, where, and why, or you can't be upfront with me if I ask you a question, that's a red flag for me. Like if you can't communicate, if everything's an argument to you, that's not giving me peace. You know what I mean? We men and women want peace, but I guess we want peace in different ways, and we have to learn that from each other. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I left because like if you can't communicate with me, what's the point of staying with somebody like that? And that's why I go on dates to see how different men communicate, how they, you know what I mean? Like how they approach a certain situation. And it gives me feedback like, oh, okay, so there's men out here with this type of mindset versus that type of mindset. What the was I doing over here?
So you left because of that. Have you tried to work on it? Talk to him about it so you guys can work on it, you know, whatever issue he had?
And that's the thing. It comes into like people be stuck in their ways and it gets to a point where I'm young, I'm beautiful, I'm not about to be stagnant for nobody. I don't wait for nobody. And if I've tried all I can to get on this path of, you know, communication and have our morals aligned, I've done all I can. I don't have anything left in me. So it's time for me to bounce and time for me to focus on me and fill my own cup up versus filling this other person's cup up.
How long was it though?
What do you mean?
How long was that last relationship?
2 years ago.
Wow. And he's still single.
Yeah. And I'm proud of myself because...
What? You should be married. You shouldn't be proud of yourself.
Nah, listen. I have my opinions on marriage. I watched the video, right? Maybe it'll take a special person to change my mind. But I watched this video and she was talking about a man and a kid will hold a woman back. And I believe that to a certain extent. Right now, I don't want kids or I don't want to get married. It's going to take a special... I did want that, but it got tainted. And it's going to take a special man to change that to me.
That's for sure.
Yeah. Because I'll be on my way to work. I see people struggling to get their kids to school, to do this, do that. I don't want to do that. I just want to live not an easy life, but a comfortable life. Like a life. Shit's already hard out here. Add a kid to that.
So you need a rich...
Yeah. No, but to be real, I need somebody that's on the same wavelength, the same mindset, the same thinking, the same goals. Like, women have to learn men. I think we expect too much, and you got to understand we're not developed the same. Like, we think differently. And I feel like also some men, they be expecting women to read their minds. Or vice versa. Women they do the same. But in general, I feel like I would just say, learn yourself first before you try and get into something and learn someone else. Work on yourself.
So let me ask you this because you brought up a good point. You said women have to understand men.
Yeah.
So in your opinion, who do you think understand who more? Man or woman? Do you think men understand women more than women understand men?
That's a very good question.
I know. That's what I need to answer.
That's a challenging question. Can I say 50-50 or you won't accept that?
That's your answer. It's yours. It's not mine. Whatever you say, it's right for you.
I would say 50-50 because who are the first people we see when we grow up? Our parents, right? So for men, they watch their mother cater to them. If they don't have that aspect, they won't understand women that they date. And for females, if they don't have a good relationship with their father, they won't really understand how to maneuver when they're seeing a guy or talking to a man. And that transforms into toxicity if you don't even work on that, if you do have dysfunctional relationships with your parents or your family.
So let me bring that into the dating, especially like, you know, if you're trying to date somebody. So usually it's a man's job to approach the woman, you know, to try to ask for a date.
Yeah.
So in order for us to make that move, we have to learn you guys first. I have to know how to talk to you, how to be a gentleman, especially let's say we're meeting like at the grocery store, we're meeting on the bus, school. So I have to learn you a little bit. But women, I don't think they have to learn men for men to approach them. So I think what you're saying is two different ways. It's like once you guys are in a dating stage, by the men trying to approach you, and once you guys already in a relationship, start dating already. Yeah. So now you have to understand each other because it might get tough. Maybe you never lived with a woman before.
Yeah.
So now you're gonna deal with all her you know, certain things that she has to do. So so the 50-50, yeah, on that point, but I still think that men do understand women a little more.
Okay, I agree, because now I get your point, because like you said, if I'm walking down somewhere and a man tries to approach me, they already come in with like, oh, I know how women want to be talked to. I know how. I get what you're saying. Yeah. That's true. So yes, men do understand women a little bit more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, what I have noticed, I might be wrong, but this is what I noticed. Women want men to think just like them.
Yes, and that's a problem. It's a problem because how are you going to expect the opposite sex to think just like you? Like, it doesn't make sense. But also, from a woman's perspective, we just want you guys to understand. And it's like when you're talking to your girls, it's like, why wouldn't he do this? Why wouldn't he text this back? Or why wouldn't he call me? It's like, men are not going to read your mind. You know what I mean?
We're not Jesus, guys. We're not God. Please.
That's what I mean by women got to learn to understand men, because we just expect them to do what we want. And sometimes we forget they're human. Like, they might be at work. Like, how he gonna call you? It's crazy.
You know what's funny? You say it, right? Women expect men just to know what they want, to understand, to read the mind. That's a big part of communication.
Yeah.
And women are always the first to say like, oh, men are not good in communication. But I think women are worse in communication. Because like you said, they expect men to read their minds. Why wouldn't he do that? Why didn't he do that? Why can you So yeah, that's what I said. So even when I do podcasts, I've noticed that women are super bad in communication.
But as some women, I would disagree though. I'm for the females. I feel like men are bad at communication. And it's for simple shit. Like, using the example, if you're living with your mans, right? And you tell him mad times, put your sock in the fucking hamper or put the toilet seat down. He don't listen. They don't listen. I feel like men listen by action. They don't really listen to words. It's kind of like a woman gotta show you what they want you to hear. And yeah, I don't agree with that. I feel like men don't listen, because even when you try to talk to them, certain ones, they just don't be understanding what you mean. They're like, oh, that's some clingy shit, or you're insecure, you're too much. And how are we insecure and clingy if we're voicing to you what we feel about a certain situation?
Yeah, I mean, we communicate, but maybe we just don't listen to what you guys say. But that doesn't make us bad in communication. The communication I'm talking about, like the one you mentioned, right? Let's say you wanted me to take you to Applebee's, right? But I took you to McDonald's, but you never mentioned Applebee's. You never told me that, oh baby, I want to go to Applebee's. I took you to McDonald's, you never mentioned, and you come back to me, you mad. Oh, why do you need to take me to Applebee's? I'm like, well, you were fine when I told you, okay baby, we're going to McDonald's. You were like, oh, that's great, oh my god, I can't wait, oh, that's so nice. But now I take you to McDonald's, you come back, oh, you should take me to Applebee's. That's you not having good communication.
Okay, I agree. That's true. That's a good example. But
so even for me, going to what I was trying to say when I do the podcast, some guests, you guys will talk. Hey man, Friday night, 7 p.m. Cool. Thursday night, you text a girl, no response. Friday night, you text a girl, no response, but you see her posting on IG.
Okay.
5 minutes ago. So that's, to me, that's bad communication. That's what I see. That's another aspect of communication.
Yep.
So I would prefer you just be like, I cannot make it. I got some happen. I got whatever. That's even better than you just ignoring me. Mm-hmm. So that's what I say. But most men will be like, bro, man, yo, my bad, man. I'm not gonna make it, bro. Yeah. Not all women do the same like that. Not all men, but in general, what I have noticed, majority of women, that's how they operate.
Yeah. That's
how they move. If they don't feel like talking to you, they just ignore you. You do that too. I know for sure you do that.
Yes.
Yeah.